So should be live in a few places now, but let me just finish off going live everywhere. Going live on the main platforms now. All right, good afternoon and good evening, everybody. We should be live back with another Ask Me Anything live stream where you guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming, anything you guys want really, and I'll do my best to answer. Now, you guys know we like to sorry, I said that last time as well. We like to support, I can't speak. We like to start the live streams by providing some instant value, and me not speaking is not instant value. But what is instant value is my free newsletter, which I send out every week. It's called the Live Success Newsletter. We go through the latest streaming news, and I send you guys tips and tricks to monetize and grow your live stream. So this week, I'm sure you guys have seen it, Streamlabs is now supporting natively TikTok Live, which means no more stream key. You just apply, and that's all explained in my newsletter. I send this out every week. And of course, there's a video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel explaining this as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date, here's just the last edition of the newsletter that I sent. If you guys want to stay up to date with the latest live streaming and content news, and guys, check out the Live Success newsletter, which is linked in the description and basically linked in all the bios and everywhere, all over the place. I try to link it as much as possible. So again, guys, as per usual, we're going to do an AMA where you guys can ask me any questions you guys want about content, gaming, anything, and I'll do my best. I'll do my best to answer. As always, guys, we are multi-streaming. So I should be live on all the different major streaming platforms. It looks like I've gone live on Kick in the wrong ratio. So, oh well, whatever. I'm just checking that the stream's gone live properly on all the different platforms. It should be. So what I've done this time, and hello Jared, hello Saranix. What I've done this time is on the TikTok Live with Harry, we are live just in vertical, just on shorts, and on Harry's streaming shorts on YouTube, we're live in landscape. So that's a little different to what's usually happening. Hello, Ryan. How's it going, Ryan? Ryan, is the stream lagging or not? Because I'm all over the place today. I'm using both Streamlabs Desktop and Streamlabs Talk Studio. Again, just as an experiment, I'm using the Streamlabs Virtual Cam. And of course, I'm on the Live Tutorials account on Live Studio as well. Again, when it comes to live streaming, I love to test things. So if you guys are in the chat, type in the chat, let me know. I'm not sure the Caster Labs have kind of caught up with all the chat messages yet, because I can see some people are typing it. It's not putting it on the screen. But hopefully it catches up. Hello, Yov. Is it basically supposed to be Youngs? Yov NGS. I guess it's Young. I'll call you Youngs. I guess that is what it's supposed to be. How are you guys doing? How are we doing today? Yeah, I think, like I said, like the biggest news for TikTok Live in the last few weeks has been the Streamlabs support. Has anybody in the chat used the Streamlabs TikTok Live feature yet? Like, who's applied? Who's got access? Who hasn't got access? Let me know what you guys think of the Streamlabs TikTok Live integration. It just basically means you don't need a stream key anymore. But like I said on X Twitter, a stream key is from an agency, and there are free insurance policy agencies in case you get falsely banned. So I still recommend agencies to anybody and everybody. Again, this stream key list is my list of free to join agencies. How's the new house? Yeah, house is good, Jared. House is good. Yeah, I moved in over 2 months ago now. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Obviously, it's a bit hectic the first few weeks, getting everything arranged. How can I unban my account that's permanent banned? You probably can't, because TikTok support is useless. But in the future, if you join a free to join TikTok Live agency, they could get you unbanned, but not retrospectively. You'd have to be in the agency to get unbanned. Why is this music just not playing? Or is it just super quiet? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think it's playing. It's just ultra quiet. That's fine. Yeah, Jared, do you own a house? Are you renting, or what's your living situation, Jared? I'm about to set up the Dash game and get people gifting roses to make fly. Is that easy to do? I don't know anything about that, but if you're talking about an automated game, then keep in mind TikTok doesn't often like those, and it often restricts them, right? TikTok wants original live content. Just keep that in mind if you're setting up anything like that TikTok will try to restrict it. If you go on the Live Center rules and guidance, they've buried the rules in there. Now, again, well, speaking of the newsletter, I discussed this I discussed this fully on the newsletter just a few editions ago. Should TikTok allow AFK streams? In my opinion, TikTok should allow them in their own category, clearly tagged. It's the gist of them, right? I think there's clearly an audience, people who want to watch this type of automated AFK live stream. So TikTok should allow it, but clearly label it. And if you don't label your stream properly, if you label your AFK live stream as a present live stream, like a live stream where you're actually there, then you should get restricted. But if you label it correctly, you shouldn't get restricted, in my opinion. It should kind of be in its own section. And as I suggested in this this essay, small essay that I wrote, it's not that long, is I suggested here, like, that the algorithm should just be saying, maybe 20% I'll show AFK live streams, 80% I'll show original live content. That's my thoughts on like the AFK. So if you're going to do it, keep in mind currently TikTok wants to restrict it. So just keep that in mind. Hello, Mastering Rumble. How's it going? How are you doing? I see you've been debating a lot of people on there. I'm not sure what you were debating, guys. I was just, when I was scrolling through Twitter X the last few days, I see you were debating a lot of people on a lot of different topics. Honestly, I wasn't paying much attention to it. I'm not gonna lie. But I see you like a good debate. That's the point of Twitter X, isn't it? People love debating on there. Loads are there, even ranked number 9. Yeah, again, I'm just saying, keep it in mind. It's that the TikTok rules actually don't like it. That's up to you what you do, right? Completely up to you what you do. But yeah, if your account is banned, unfortunately, good luck getting unbanned. That would be my thoughts. Unfortunately, yeah. Again, like, once you're in a free to join agency, then you can get help to get unbanned. But if you've been banned like a year ago and you join an agency, the agency can only unban the account that's joined. That's all Twitter is, yeah. The thing about Twitter is, like, sometimes it's just people like slagging each other off. Like, debate can be healthy, but often it isn't over there. Debate is healthy if it's done properly. It's not can be. Debate is healthy if done properly. You need debate in society to move society forward, don't you? It just needs to be done properly, respectfully, which often isn't done on X. I'm not saying you have or haven't done debate like that. Again, I wasn't really looking at what you were debating. I was just, right, as you do, I was just scrolling through the timeline. I'm sorry. What we did discuss last time, Master of Rumble, is you seem to know about all the different niche streaming platforms. You had a lot of knowledge on that. Is Tickfinity still the best thing for TikTok alerts? That's a great question. Answer is yes. So again, I'm using Tickfinity right now. Just on the live tutorials page, right? We can trigger one, right? Like if somebody just sends me a basic gift. Actually, did I want to just put it there? Hold on, where did I put it? Is it here? Yeah, if somebody sends me a basic gift, I don't think I added it to the other screen, but this is obviously just pops up as basic gift. I don't think did I not add it here? I guess I didn't. I could maybe add it there, but I didn't. Actually, let's just do it like it's actually really simple to do. So let's see, Tickfinity screen 1, add, and then we'll put it there, and then we'll put it there. Okay. Where is it? There you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. We're just live adjusted my stream. Yes, Tickfinity is still the best alerts platform for TikTok Live. And again, like, there's so much that Tickfinity can do for free. And of course, if you want more than 5 actions events, if you want more text to speech, a few other features as well, you buy Tickfinity Pro. Again, guys, if you guys make a new account and then click my affiliate link, which is in all the descriptions, it's everywhere, you can get 20% off Tickfinity Pro. You can also transfer stuff easily to a new account just using the import feature on the setup page of Tickfinity. I just found out I have a decent PC and a decent mobile device, but when I cast a TikTok live stream, the lag is unbearable. So typically what you need is what I call a mid-range PC or a gaming laptop, right? So like very roughly like the 1600 series of NVIDIA graphics cards. That's really the lowest end where a PC, can handle live streaming and gaming. If it really is just a standard Microsoft laptop, it's not going to handle Live Studio very well. Like video encoding can be quite intensive. Like on a modern PC, it should be fine. It should be more than fine. I have a gaming PC and a gaming mobile device. Yeah, the problem is Live Studio is often full of bugs and lag. So again, get access to a stream key, or these days, look at the latest video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel and get yourself access to Streamlabs instead, one or the other. Get a stream key. Maybe I'll start putting the Streamlabs one on the screen as well. but get a stream key from a free to join agency or get access to Streamlabs, and then both of those are less laggy. OBS is by far the most efficient one. Streamlabs still, even to this day, has some lags. In actual fact, when I made the tutorial video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel, we encountered a bug, and I showed the bug in the video. I couldn't crop, I couldn't resize, not crop, resize. I feel like I crop as well like that. I couldn't crop and resize, so I had to close and reopen Streamlabs to get it working. So H.265 on Live Studio. I think H.264 everywhere else because for whatever reason the H.265 technology is not supported on most platforms, but Live Studio seems to be able to handle it. That's what I would say right now. I'm not fully an expert on the encoders, but yes, I do know H.265. I'm using it right now on live tutorials. I do know that H.265 works on Live Studio, but use H.264 anywhere else for now. They're both hardware encoders. They're both good encoders. H.265 is, I think, is like 20% more efficient or something. In terms of OBS or Live Studio, which is better, it's an interesting debate. I had an agency owner tell me, Vida, please don't spam in the chat. I'm going to time you out to spam it. I had an agency owner the other day. He was really claiming that Live Studio is better, but the problem with Live Studio is it's just so resource inefficient. It can be anyway. For some people. Some people find it to be resource inefficient, and I know that people find just a lot of bugs with it, right? So as I always say, like, content is king, right? If you're making good content, whether using Streamlabs, OBS, or Live Studio, then the TikTok algorithm is designed to push out good content. So instead of worrying about OBS or Live Studio, mainly think about just creating good content. Again, if you guys are interested in topics like this, though, I'll keep talking about it, right? Because it's relevant, right? I have my free newsletter. I talk about stuff like this all the time on the free newsletter. It's the Live Success newsletter. It's in the description. It's in the bio. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. If you guys seek a link on my profiles for it, you'll guys find it easily. Thank you for the follow. What is that name? We actually discussed this not too long ago. We discussed this in March, right? As I said, content is king. I prefer OBS if you're just debating OBS versus Live Studio. But yeah, just focus on making the best possible content. That's what I would say. And if you, again, get a stream key, maybe just experiment, see what you prefer personally. I think that's what I would say on that front. Let's see. Do we have anybody on Twitch? Did the Twitch live stream work? I know most people are on YouTube. If anybody's on Twitch, let me know. Let me know if the Twitch live stream is working. I think it's working, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to viewership, right? I don't think I've heard people claim both ways. That people claim OBS gets you more viewers. People claim Live Studio gets you more viewers. As I said, in actual fact, I think, and again, TikTok is never going to tell you how the algorithm works. They're never going to say we favor this. So it's all guesswork, right? But it's experienced guesswork, educated guess, as they say, right? I think TikTok's algorithm's looking for good content, and any algorithm on any platform looking for good content is like. And that said, it's looking for a high average view duration on your live stream, right? I think that's really what it's looking for. So that said, OBS, Live Studio, Streamlabs, focus on making the best possible content, like I keep saying. Now, if you really want to do an experiment, and I've never heard of anybody actually doing this, you need people sometimes come in my Discord. I think someone came in the other day and said, I did one live stream on this and it didn't work, right? Well, that's not a big enough sample size. So if you want to do an experiment, if anyone wants to do this, do 10 to 15 live streams. Get yourself a free stream key. Do 10 to 15 live streams on OBS and alternate that with Live Studio. So do one day OBS, next day Live Studio, and do that for a month. Go live every day for a month, and then write down your average viewership and look at the stats at the end. That's extreme, right? But you could do that if you really think, if you're the type of person who thinks, yeah, TikTok's favoring one or the other, then run an experiment and get proper data and prove it. But that would be really the only way to do it. But there's so many things that can influence view count, right? So unless you had a clear signal, unless it was like 100% more viewers on one versus the other, or even higher than that, depending on what your average view count is, then yeah, content is king. How is YouTube vertical live viewership compared to TikTok live? It's more variable is what I would say, mastering Rumble. So I would call it YouTube Shorts live viewership, but yeah, vertical live viewership. It's more variable. And again, today what I'm doing is I'm just in vertical mode on TikTok live with Harry. And again, if you look at the pin, can you even click the pin? I'm not sure. That's a question, guys. If you're on TikTok live with Harry in vertical, can you click the pin? And anyway, that takes you to the landscape stream, which is on Harry's streaming shortcuts, which is my second channel without anything other than that. I did that, and towards the end of the 30th day, I was doing really well on TikTok. So Reggie, did you actually write down the stats? Multi-streaming feels like I'm cheating on the viewers. Why are you cheating on them? Can you want to elaborate? So what I would say, what I say of multi-streaming, if you're an educational creator like me, go live on all the platforms you have. If you're a gamer, like most of you probably, right? A non-educational streamer, if you're an entertainer, 2 or 3 platforms. So right now for me, those 2 or 3 platforms, if I was still doing my Fortnite live streams, would 100% be TikTok live, YouTube Shorts, and Twitch or Kick, right? Those would be the 2 or 3 platforms I go live on. And maybe X, like again, I'm live on X right now. Reggie's typing on X. Like maybe X, and I just don't look at it. X is like the shop front. They can see that you're live, and they go into the other platform. It's not cheating at all. You can see all the messages. It gives you more reach. Again, I think ultimately the viewers want to support you, right? They're happy that you're multi-streaming and getting more viewers on different platforms. That's my take on it. I know multi-streaming can be controversial, and again, I've heard big streamers say that sentiment. I think Pokimane said something similar, Reggie. But I've got no problem with multi-streaming, and I encourage people to do it. But as I always say, study what works, experiment. I don't always pretend to be perfectly correct. Maybe I'll change my opinion in the future. You guys should do what works for you and always keep learning. Again, same as with content creation and anything, always keep learning. That's just a good motto for life. You were chatting on X at first, yes. That was last week, right? Because I don't see any X message. I don't see any Twitter message. Dude, it sounds crazy calling it an X message. I don't see any X message this week, just from Reggie. Some might say cheating because you may be looking at every chat, unless you've got a tool that puts all the chat in one place. I mean, yeah. And that's why I'm saying, especially as a gamer, if you're trying to like build a strong community around the gaming, just focus it on 2 or 3 platforms, because it can be overwhelming. And some platforms you just can't merge the chat. Like I'm live on Instagram right now, and there isn't a tool that will merge the Instagram chat because Facebook Meta doesn't provide the API to help the platforms merge the chat. And this is Caster Labs, and the TikTok integration is broken on Caster Labs right now. Again, because TikTok makes it more difficult by not providing an API. So this is showing TikTok Live with Harry. It doesn't have an X integration. I don't know why. And it's showing Twitch as well, but I don't think there's not many people active on Twitch today. But again, that's fine. I don't mind. You guys can watch wherever you want. That's kind of the point of the multi-streaming, right? Since we're debating it, right? One of the things about multi-streaming is just not everybody's going to be on the same platform, right? Right? What? Gifted sub. Thank you, Mark, with the gifted sub. Why did that make multiple sounds? I know why it made multiple sounds, because we are on Streamlabs Talk Studio as well. Not Mark. Mark Oak. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, so I've kind of lost my train of thought there. We're talking in general about multi-streaming. Not everybody's on the same platform at the same time. That's one of the benefits of multi-streaming. Let me just pull up the Twitch dashboard on the tab here, see what's going on. Stream Manager, actually, don't need the Twitch dashboard. Yeah, anyway, yeah, thank you, Mark Ark. You think we've gifted a sub and not typed in the chat. That's fine. You can do that. I hope you're doing well anyway. Thank you very much. Again, guys, as per usual, doing and Ask Me Anything. You guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming, anything that you guys want. We have a follow coming in from Quicks. How's it going, Quicks, with the Twitch follow? What's the point of going live on Instagram? Just because I can. is the reason. I don't think I've got any reach on Instagram. It doesn't seem to have an algorithm like YouTube Shorts or Instagram or TikTok Live does. I'm sitting on 0 viewers, and honestly, I've never pushed my Instagram. I was using my Instagram for the Rich YouTubers channel. Even then, it only got 166 followers, right? So I've never really pushed my Instagram. But I'm live on Instagram because Streamlabs desktop, which I'm using, has a slot for Instagram. So you may as well use the slot, right? You can't replace the slot, the multi-streaming slot, with another platform. It's got 2 custom RTMP destinations, and then it's got just a list of the other platforms like X, like Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, right? And most people would use one of those custom RTMP destinations for Kick, which I am using, but apparently I've accidentally clicked the vertical instead of landscape, but Kick seems to be handling it. I'm live on Kick in vertical mode. I think I'm vertical in the landscape canvas, if that makes sense, right? Just with space on the side. So I've accidentally gone live on vertical and Kick. I think I must have clicked the wrong button there. But yeah, I'm live on Instagram just because Streamlabs desktop supports it. And because Instagram made Stream Keys available about 6 months ago. So yeah, I'm live just because I can. Fortnite, so you're still in the chat, says, wasn't sure about agencies. Well, the thing about agency Fortnites, right, is you can leave them whenever you want and they're free to join, right? So what are you not sure about? I know, so the thing is, like, agency is a dirty word, but I can assure you guys, this is a verified list of agencies, and just go for it, right? Like, I overthink as a content creator as well. It's natural, right? But just go for it when it comes to agencies, guys. You can always just leave the agency. They're free to join. And as a result, as I was discussing this with somebody in my Discord the other day, you have the power when you're in an agency. Matt coming in with a gifted sub to Zerity. What's going on? He's gifting subs and not even typing in the chat. Thank you, Matt. Should I just call you Matt? I'm just going to call you Matt. Yeah, I'll just call you Matt. So Quake says, my TikTok got banned for streaming for a few months for age requirements. Can an agency fix it? You've typed the same message about 5 times there, Quake. Again, like, keep in mind, Quake, right, that we are multi-streaming, right? So I'm reading messages off different platforms. So please be patient, guys, instead of just typing the same question over and over. From what I understand, like, typically agencies will help you once you're in the agency. If the issue has happened before you were in an agency, they might not be able to help. But again, just go for it. Join the agency, see what happens, right? There's agencies are a free insurance policy. So again, go for it. I don't own Keep My Live. I do not own Tickfinity. In actual fact, the only website I own is talktutorials.com and technically wgmojo.tg. So 2 actually, but yeah. The only websites I own. This is my main website with my beautiful face on it, is talktutorials.com. It houses the newsletter. It houses the list of agencies, right? This is the only website that I own, and of course I own the YouTube channels. I own the YouTube channel, and obviously I own various Twitch and TikTok. Yeah, but I know I don't own Tickfinity and I don't own Keep My Live. Again, guys, go watch this video if you want to know about Streamlabs live streaming. I am not the owner of Keep My Live. I have no association other than making a video about it. So yeah, if your TikTok's already banned, then I don't think the agency can help, but try and join one anyway, see what happens. So I've got a green screen, right? So I'm drinking Monster Energy, 0 sugar, but of course it's green, so it's see-through. When I start content on Instagram, do I emphasize quality or quantity? Quantity, for sure. The phrase that I like with content creation, and it might be controversial, but a lot of big people say it, like Roberto Blake says, it's done is better than perfect, right? Get it to 85% and publish it, right? Do not focus on the last 15%. Just get the thing out there and move on, right? And I'm kind of showcasing this, and I'll showcase how I'm trying to follow, this strategy with the Harry Streaming Shortcuts YouTube channel, right? So, sorry, I'm just being slow at clicking my own bookmarks, all right? Like, this is an example of done is better than perfect. I've just kind of, on this channel, I've pumped out 126 videos, although I think like some of them are shorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, so it's about 100 videos and about 26 shorts. with live streaming tutorials on other topics, right? And I'm definitely following done is better than perfect on this one. You're just getting these tutorials out there and then seeing what hits, right? And Mr. Beast said something similar on Colin and Samir's podcast, right? Like just put out 100 videos and try and improve one thing in each video. So on any platform, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, done is better than perfect. How would one start a TikTok agency? Again, there's a short. There's a short that explains this on here, right? Just scroll through the shorts. How to start an agency, but basically just use Live Backstage. But to be clear, like I tried to start an agency and I got rejected. It seems like you need a contact inside TikTok to start. You need connections in the agency world. TikTok Live Backstage. Type that into Google. That's where you apply to start an agency. You need to form a company in your country, and agencies are country-based. But yeah, TikTok Live Backstage. That's how you start an agency, and that's how you manage agencies. That's where agencies are managed. Shah is the best way to gain 5K follower. I'm assuming instead of Shah, you mean what? By creating good content. Because there's no magic answer to that one. You create good content, you learn, you grow, you experiment, you study what works. I'm a big believer in studying what works, by the way. You know, you look at what's successful, you add your own twist. You don't directly copy it. You look at what's successful, you add your own twist. Vida says, sorry, no worries. Vida, I don't know how recently you typed, but yeah, guys, don't spam in my chats, please. Yes, of course, 2 videos a day is more than okay, right? You know, if you've got the stamina to post 2 videos a day, I used to do that on rich YouTubers, and honestly, I just ran out of juice, right? So I'll show you guys rich YouTubers. Again, I'm just slow with me bookmarks. Where is it? Here we go. Nope. Oh, okay, that's fine. Right. So I meant to click onto the YouTube, but it's the same. I reposted the content onto TikTok. So this one got onto about 100K followers. Obviously, I've not been active on it. The last time I posted on this channel was last July, by the way, and it's still gaining over 600,000 views a month because it's evergreen content. But right, I used to post. This is basically estimates of how much money YouTubers are making. I used to post on here. I think there was a point when I was trying to post 3 times a day, but like quickly that burnt me out, right? So I dialed it back to like, I think in the end I was doing. I think at the lowest point I was doing 10 a month. So once every 3 days. And I would just bulk record the content and pay an editor to edit it. But yeah, if you could do two a day, then go for it, especially with short form content. Kat Liente is a great example. She's a live stream educator, similar to me, but she's more focused on Twitch and she's way more established than me. She's got extreme stamina when it comes to posting. Right? She posts like 3 times a day for like 5 years straight or something insane. So respect to Kat, because I could not do that. I could not do that at all. But yeah, that's what Kat does. She's been posting 3 times a day on TikTok, Shorts, and Reels. Again, repost your content, right? If you're talking about Instagram, then post those 2 videos a day on TikTok and Shorts and Facebook as well, right? I think on Instagram, you just check a box to post it to your Facebook page, don't you? I know you can do vice versa on Facebook, right? So if you're posting on Instagram Reels, check the box, connect your Facebook page, and get it on Facebook Reels as well, because there is millions of views on Facebook Reels. Not everybody realizes that. Like literally millions, right? Not kidding. Not kidding. Daily content is really draining. I agree. Movie Max, is that no? Are you Mac Arc on Twitch? There's people all over the place. I'm not playing Fortnite, no. Or is that a different Mac? There's too many Macs. Unreal Quakes, I don't know if you're still there, but I see you sent some gifts. Thank you. So again, guys, as per usual, we're doing an AMA. You guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming. Just quickly, if you guys want to support on YouTube, again, thank you to Mac Mac's been supporting on Twitch with some gifted subs, so thank you for that. If you guys want to support on YouTube, just hit the join button. You can support literally from $1.99. You can just read through, but of course, you just get a nice little Discord role if you support from $1. There's a few extra perks for the higher tiers. So thank you to the channel members on YouTube. Just a little extra way to support. So appreciate those people. Thank you very much, guys. Again, as per usual, guys, we stream for about an hour usually. Just doing an AMA where you guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, or live streaming, anything along those lines. We'll do our best to answer what's going on. We're looking at the Twitch broadcast studio here. There's so many pop-ups that Twitch popped up about 4 different things that I couldn't even see the regular stuff. I should have screen shared it. It's fine. Yeah, again, guys, feel free to ask anything in the chat. Now, this was an interesting question, I think, last week. Like, in the background, I know I deliberately keep it quiet, but we're playing Stream Beats Lo-Fi again. I screen share it, right? So some people do just play copyrighted music on the live streams, but like theoretically, the record label can copyright strike you or copyright claim you, depending on the terminology, depending on the platform. Like on YouTube, they'll copyright claim you, which isn't as bad as a copyright strike. But then that means they're monetizing your video and you're not monetizing the video. On Twitch, they'll often just mute your VOD, but occasionally they'll copyright strike you. I don't really understand what's going on Twitch. Seems like often people can get away with it on TikTok, but if you want to be safe like me, just stream copyright-free music. What's your guys' music streaming strategy? I'm actually interested to hear. Is it like, you guys deliberately avoid music? Do you guys don't care and just play copyrighted music? My strategy is to stream copyright-free music. This is Stream Beats from Harris Heller, aka Senpai Gaming, fantastic YouTube channel that will teach you more about live streaming, even more than me. Yeah, I just play copyright-free music. This is Stream Beats. I'm not following them. Give them a follow. Don't think it doesn't really matter. Like followers ain't following somebody on Spotify important, but yeah. I think I just bookmarked the playlist. That's the Stream Beats Lo-Fi playlist. So yeah, I think some of the music labels pulled a lot of their music from the TikTok video, but that's the TikTok video library, right? Where you like select a track to go on top of your TikTok video. I'm talking about people just live streaming from their computer or from a phone and just playing music, playing music directly from Spotify, either from their phone or computer, right? So those are two different things. But yeah, I think it was at Universal. They pulled a lot of their music off TikTok because of a dispute. I think Taylor Swift seems to have returned her music, even though she's with that label. I think it was UMG, wasn't it? I think Taylor Swift has now returned some of her music. I don't know if she did a bespoke deal with them. I don't think it was known kind of what deal she did. But yeah, that's my take on the copyrighted music. Like I keep it really simple, and just it's not worth the risk. But Movie Max, on the other hand, says on TikTok Live, I just straight up play anything. Never had an issue. Yeah. Again, the thing is with that strategy, like eventually it might come back to bite you, but like it probably is low risk. I just prefer zero risk. I think on that front, right? Because so like here's the story of Twitch, right? I think what happened on Twitch is that the music companies, or more likely the companies around the music companies, the music ID companies, they probably realized they could make some money on behalf of the music companies, the record labels, by starting to like copyright claim people on Twitch. So it was, 2020 or 2021, where some of the big Twitch streamers started receiving channel strikes. And again, 3 strikes deletes your channel. Some of the big streamers started receiving channel strikes because they were playing copyrighted music on Twitch, right? So that could start happening on TikTok. That's why I think it's low risk, but it's not zero risk. That's why I don't live stream copyright music. For me, again, like I said, I prefer zero risk over no risk. I do think it's low risk though, right? But not zero. Any plans to do full TikTok news streams? Like what's a TikTok news stream? You mean like live streaming news or like world news, like Israel or whatever, presumably you mean like live streaming news, right? Like obviously I discuss anything on these live streams, but like mainly when it comes to live streaming news, again, it's my newsletter, right? It's the Live Success newsletter, and it's this join is this join link here, right? And it is the newsletter is obviously largely focused. It's largely focused at live streamers, but we do cover content in general, right? Again, if we go, let me just pull this open in its own tab. Whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. let me click on the correct thing and come back. If I just go through like one of the editions of my newsletter, right, like the most recent edition, like we started talking about the Streamlabs TikTok Live integration, but of course we did talk about like wider stuff in general, like Creator HQ, which is a way to plan your content, and like Paddy Galloway, who is probably the best YouTube consultant out there, right? He helps other people grow their YouTube channels. He's saying there's no content merits in myth. So this is talking about content more widely in general, right? So yes, like I don't do like a specific show, you know, covering specific TikTok news on its own. But again, I do cover content creation news on my free newsletter. So again, plug. That's talktutorials.com/join. If you guys want to join the free newsletter where we do discuss the latest live streaming news all the time. Have I used TikTok Notes? No. I read about it. Right? What even is TikTok Notes? Is that I can't even remember what it is. Let's Google it. TikTok. I know you guys can't see the screen. TikTok Notes. It's the Instagram. Okay, yes, of course, it's the Instagram equivalent. No, again, I'm not really focused on picture, right? Photos, I guess, right? No, I'm focused on moving content, live streaming or text, Twitter, newsletter, right? Not really focused on picture, image, photo, whatever you want to call it. I think Twitch would have been an easy target because I'm sure their streams are available. Yes, so yes, Twitch was an easy target. I agree with that because of the VOD system. And as a result, a lot of the big streamers have kind of changed the way they handle VODs. And also there's a trick with OBS where you just put the copyrighted music on a different audio channel and then you could just get away with it. It's technically illegal. By the way, it is technically illegal to play copyrighted music, right? Again, not that you're going to be sued or put in jail or anything, but technically it is, right? And I would really only say that needs consideration if you're the top 0.01% of Twitch streamers. Like, you know, like Tarek does it. I'm surprised Tarek still does it, honestly. Like, surely somebody's telling Tarek not to do it. At least I think it was maybe 4 months ago when I heard him do it. Anybody a Tarek enjoyer? I'm pretty sure Tarek plays copyrighted music all the time. Maybe if there's any Tarek watchers, let me know if he still does that. Yeah, I like TikTok Notes. Like, didn't they try and copy? Is it called Be Real? What was the one that was like it sent you a notification at a specific time of day? I think they tried to copy that one, didn't they? But it never really worked. I think the concept was just kind of boring, like on its own, right? Again, guys, we're doing an AMA, so we'll be live for another 20 or so more minutes. If you guys want to ask me any questions. Platinum Knight, I don't know if you're still there, Platinum Knight. He says, you help in a lot of areas, very helpful, I appreciate it. No worries, Platinum Knight, happy to help, that's verified, so you must be over 100K subscribers. I am Esco says, are you a gamer? I am a gamer. Yes, I don't live stream gaming content anymore, but that's how I got my start, right? On the WCMojo TikTok page, right? Mainly live streaming gaming. And I play Valorant. I love watching esports. Like I was watching, again, I'm wearing a 100 Thieves. I'm wearing a 100 Thieves piece right now, right? I watched 100 Thieves beat G2 at the weekend, for example. So yes, I am a gamer. Are you a gamer? I think most of you guys as the audience are gamers, right? Like most of you guys are gamers. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? Like the vertical live streaming. It seemed like this time I got like a peak. I got like a spike up to 12 after about 10 minutes, and now it's really dropped off. So I think I don't know how much the vertical live stream gets recommended in the normal YouTube, like VOD areas, like just for the landscape video areas. So like if you go on the YouTube homepage, is my vertical live stream being recommended? I think it is, but maybe not as much. Like if you watch a normal like 10-minute video, is my live stream being recommended on the side? I don't know. I think it is. Again, I think it is. I should look more into that. So again, because I always encourage you guys to experiment. Just as an experiment today, what I did is I just went live in vertical mode on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel. Last 2 or 3 times, I was in both landscape and vertical, so I had 2 different live streams going on that channel. Again, but today as an experiment, we just did just vertical, just to see what would happen. And yeah, it's again, I think I would say my experience is it's just more variable on YouTube Shorts, and it's similar it's always been similar on TikTok Live. It's because of the way the algorithm is designed, right? It's just naturally, the algorithm is just naturally far more variable. Now we're speaking of music, by the way. I'm just recalling one of the points I wrote on the newsletter. Is this one, right? So Twitch will start sharing ad revenue. Twitch will soon require DJs to share part of their revenue with the music industry. We're going to have a structure where we are going to have to share money with the labels. It doesn't come for free. We're going to split whatever it costs us. Yeah, that's just them kind of using their clout. That's just the music industry, again, using its clout to get more money. But again, they're legally allowed to. That's how copyright works. Like there's the legal debate, and then there's the ethical debate, right? 2 different things, 2 different sides to the debate there. I don't know what you guys think on that. So if anybody who's a DJ on Twitch might have to start paying some of their earnings to the music companies. Hello, Josh. How's it going, Josh? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Again, if anybody has any questions, we're doing an AMA, so you guys are welcome to drop them in the chat, and we'll do our best. We'll do our best to answer them. Here's an interesting one, just in the content space, right? You guys see MKBHD's review of like the Humane AI pin, and then some of the drama that followed on X on Twitter. So let's find it here. See. So here it is, right? So like this guy posted. This guy's got 21 million views from this, by the way. I think he knows what he's doing, right? He just posted in the same take, saying, "I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say that when you have 18 million subscribers." And when he says "say this," he's referring to MKBHD's title, which said "the worst product I've ever reviewed." ... for now. I think that's a fair title, especially since he put ... for now, implying that the product could improve. And it's some pin that goes on your chest, right? And is like, AI powered, connected to the mobile network, and takes pictures and does various other things, right? But I think the gist of his review is that it's $700 and the smartphone can do everything better than what this device can do. I think that was the gist of his argument. And then of course this guy had this crazy take, and then MKBHD just said we disagree on what my job is. I think MKBHD is always an impartial, decent reviewer. Like if you ask me, I think he always does a decent job on the reviews. WMojo is recommended on my homepage, but not TikTok Live with Harry. Audio quality is better here too. Yeah, let's see. What am I doing on? So on. Oh my God, I got the wrong input. I got the wrong microphone. Holy heck! What I've done wrong there. No. Wait. Why is the music just going way louder? I don't know what's going on. I've somehow activated some echo now, right? But like,